Thank you again, sir. Perfect. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning into a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this afternoon. We have an incredible guest with us, a recurring guest, Brother Student First Officer out of the People's Republic of Brooklyn, a great businessman, father, husband, and a great brother to myself and my family, just a good brother. People speak very highly of him, and I have nothing but high praise for him and his beautiful spirit. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, sir. Thank you for those beautiful accolades. I'm deeply honored and thankful for the opportunity to come back again for the second time. And I'm equally in love with you, what you have done and what you're doing. We all, there's a saying that Allah renews his history in every generation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the objective is to get the word to as many people as possible. So we can't do things the same way we did it nearly 100 years ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so I just a few days ago, you saw at the BET Awards how the top podcast was being celebrated. Well, in a few years, we hope to push you where you could be in that category, where you could be nominated and have an opportunity to win the best podcast dealing with the reality of our people. So what you're doing is in the spirit of edutainment. You're educating our people while entertaining us at the same time. So I'm thankful for what you're doing. I'm thankful for your contribution. And I'm thankful for the rich contribution that your family has laid and pushing the upward trajectory of our people forward. So thank you. And thank you for allowing me to come on this podcast this afternoon.
Yes, sir. All praises due to Allah. So many people always show love whenever I bring when I brought you on, but when I speak to people from New York, the East Coast, but all around the country, but specifically the East Coast, the People's Republic of Brooklyn, they always say, man, that Brother Salim interview was so powerful. I said, all praises due to Allah.
All praises due to Allah.
Yes, sir.
So all praise due to Allah.
And first off, I want to be specific. Both my sisters, Miriam and Naima, Brother Nelson Ramos is also making from Massachusetts, and people showing you love all across the country. The first question I have for you, sir, October 7th, the birthday of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, just 2 days ago, and now, and I called you, and I want to do this is Brother Salim was ready to go right away when I called him. He said we can go right now if you want to talk about the importance of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But I said we're going to do it on Sunday. We have a marathon of this is when I do my interviews. So today is dedicated to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I wanted to know for you, for the people, who is the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and what is his importance to history, sir?
Thank you. Thank you for that. And I also want to make sure that my words are in line with Almighty God's spirit. So I want to open up in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, and our bid was that there is no God but He, and that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is His messenger, eternal leader of the Nation of Islam, and that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is more than just a divine representative, more than just a teacher and a guide, but he is walking right off the very pages of the book. And he fulfills the scriptures of the modern day Jesus in our midst.
Yes, sir.
So I wanna open up in those three glorious names: Master Fard Muhammad, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So thank you. Now, your question about where should the Honorable Elijah Muhammad be in history?
Yes, sir.
And, some people regard him as one of the most influential people in Black America. Some people look at him in terms of the work that he's done in reforming our people. Some people argue that there were others before him. He wasn't the first, and he absolutely never claimed to be the first.
Yes, sir.
We know the great works of our great Noble Drew Ali and W.E.B. Du Bois and Denmark Vesey. They and the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. They did a wonderful work, and we stand on the work and the platform that they have laid.
Yes, sir.
And we're thankful for their contribution. And this is not a race where we're keeping score who was more influential. This is not that type of thing. But if you look at the work and you study the work of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you study his rich legacy, if you consider the work in prison reform and how the very first Holy Quran that we have in the prison was brought to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mother Clara Muhammad would bring one chapter at a time until we were able to put all 114 chapters together. If you think of all of the schools, independent schools and houses of learning, 40 Muhammad universities of Islam, all over America and even in the Caribbean, if you think of the impact on education, if you think about Black liberation theology, if you think about Black expos and doing for self, if you think about all of the people that came from his loins, we often celebrate, Muhammad Ali, and we celebrate Malcolm X, and we celebrate Imam Rasheed Muhammad. We don't talk enough about Clarence 13X, Father Allah, who came from was a brainchild of the honor. We don't talk about the Ansar Allah community. We don't talk about Yahweh being, all of these are students of we don't talk about Sonia Sanchez. We don't talk about his contribution when August Wilson and all of the all of the screenwritings that he did. We don't talk about Public Enemy. We don't talk about Brand Nubians, Big Daddy Kane. We don't talk about we don't talk about all that the Honorable Dr. Sebi, all of that. We don't talk about whole wheat bread. We don't talk about all of this is from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So if you were to begin to look at his influence, we don't talk about the hundreds of thousands of marriages that because of his pushing for marriages and for us to come together, and we don't talk about Black studies and Black education, all of that, all of the books that he has written, and we don't talk about Muhammad Speaks or Final Court, Independent, all of this is from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The structure that he put in America and throughout the world, the opportunities that he gave us. He didn't ask us questions about what do you have a master's degree, a PhD degree, or what's your family background? That did not matter to him. What mattered to him was the quality of your heart. How hard are you willing to work for the liberation of our people? So when you consider all of that, and I'm just scratching the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, sir.
So if you consider the name, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad should be in every book, and not only every book that a Black child opens up, but every book that a child, because if you're really concerned about history in America,
yes, sir,
you cannot ignore the impact of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So that's how I feel about all that he has laid out, all of these organizations, how he affected the Black Civil Rights Organization, how he affected the Black Panther Party, all of these things, all of this, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is right there.
Yes, sir.
He's right there. So, yes, sir.
Beautiful.
I hope I answered your question.
I mean, yes, sir, you did. Yes, sir. And people are giving you so much credit. Sister Audrey out of Chicago showing love. People all in the comments saying all praises due to Allah from all over the country. Can't wait to put this on YouTube. Please let us know what city you all are watching from. Okay, I want to go back. I'm glad you brought that up. We're in tune with the 5% Nation. Being in New York, and that the importance of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the teaching, and so many artists, not just rappers, but actors and activists come out of that and the nation. You being in the People's Republic of Brooklyn, how important has that been to the community to have both the nation as well as the 5%?
It's very important. It's very important. Because when you think about the great work of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the rebuilding process, in the rebuilding years, those lessons, now this was before my time. But those lessons kept the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad out in the community. You know, the who is the original man, who's the colored man, going through all of those lessons, the actual facts, the student, it kept the teachings out there.
Yes, sir.
So when I was in high school, you know, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I saw 5%ers before I saw FOI. And I remember a young brother, either in the 10th or 11th grade, and man, all of a sudden he was so intelligent. And he started saying, no, my name is Ba Kim. And other brothers, my name is Sincere. My name is Wise, Intelligent, Great God Allah. My name is Unique. And I'm like, what kind of names are these? But I remember in either my 10th or 11th grade, one of the brothers going back and forth with the teacher. And I'm like, he was, man, like defeating the teacher every single day. And one day in passing, he and I started talking, and he said, yo, you got a whole book bag of books and you can't defeat the teacher. And he went into his back pocket. He said, I got one book for every subject. This is all I need. I was like, wow. So that laid an early seed in my development. But what the 5% Nation of Islam and the Nation of Islam, man, we don't need to be fighting one another. We don't need to be arguing with one another. We need to join in with one another. You listen, it's a question that Master Fard Muhammad asked to his student, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So we should, man, we're revolving around his answers. So why should we be beefing with one another? No, sir. Let's unite. Let's unite. Let's unite. Let's unite. When a brother said to me one time, he said, yeah, the 5% nation and the Nation of Islam are like cousins. I said, no, sir, we're not like cousins, we're brothers because we got the same father. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Go ahead, teach, Wesley. Yes, sir. And people are showing you love all across the country. And I'm definitely here for the unity. I've interviewed so many members of the 5% nation and guys in the earth, and just it's all about unity, and that's been the energy that I've given and have been received on the people's podcast as well. Hopefully we keep working that out so we can do just that. Speaking of that unity, one person that I saw actively doing it and doing it very well was our brother Minister Abdul Hafiz Muhammad, sir. May Allah forever be pleased with the peace and blessings be upon him. And could you let us know what it was like working with him, sir?
You know, brother, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about our dear brother. Brother Abdul Hafiz made us fall in love with the active process of being an FOI under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Brother, you need to, hold on, let me slow down for 1 second. You need to understand, I accepted under Brother Hafiz Muhammad. Brother Hafiz Muhammad, Brother Hafiz Muhammad married me. Brother Hafiz Muhammad would come to my home. Brother Abdul Hafiz Muhammad gave me business advice. Brother Abdul Hafiz would come to my house to visit my mother. There's every major plateau of my life, Brother Abdul Hafiz was right there. Brother Minister Hafiz, when we were starting Brooklyn, when I came in, we were a study group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And being a study group, trying to become a mosque, and for those who don't know, a study group is, before you could be a full-fledged mosque in the Nation of Islam, 40 registered Muslims have to come and say, and they have to be registered under your voice in that particular area for a protracted period of time, and then petition our national office to become a registered mosque. So we're in Brooklyn. There were others before me. Brother Abdul Hafiz, when he came to Brooklyn, he came with only 4 brothers. Only 4. Brother Colin, Brother Robert, Brother Tyrone, and Brother Rudolph. Brother James 15 came later on. Brother Henry came later on. Minister, who's the minister now? Minister Henry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, these brothers there, I said, we got to find a place and put their pictures on the wall because they were part of the reestablishment and sisters. And then, but Brother Hafiz, Minister Hafiz kept on working. And we were in various places. At one time, we was meeting in a storage facility. You're not listening to what I'm saying. He was determined. One time, we met in the basement of McDonald's. And one day, that sticks out in my mind, we went to the community center, something happened, we didn't have a place to meet, and we were ready to dismiss the meeting, and Brother Abdul Hafiz said, no, sir. We're gonna hold the meeting on the corner. Brother Hafiz stood in the streets. He spoke for like 25 to 30 minutes, took attendance and charity and ended the meeting. I said, this man is determined. He had a determined idea. His work ethic was unbelievable. We used to have a rotation of drivers around him. And then 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, after he would teach 8, 9 different teaching places in Brooklyn, then we drop him off, and then he would say, I gotta go food shopping, because he had a growing family. So at 1 o'clock in the morning, we would be food shopping for our brother, with our brother. My Brother Hafiz had a determined idea. His work ethic is unmatched, unparalleled. His commitment, his dedication, his will, his desire. I'm telling you, till this day, I go places and I see his picture on the wall. I go places and then they telling me about, did you know Brother Minister Hafiz? He was my minister. You don't know how many times I hear people saying that was their minister. And I said, look at that. He didn't just belong to us who was in the mosque. No, he belonged to the people of New York City. So we can never forget Brother Minister Abdul Hafiz for the work that he has done. One day I sat down with him. I said, Brother Minister, how many weddings have you performed? We got to number 70. And I'm like, you brought the union of men and women 70 times? May Allah be pleased with our brother.
Allahu Akbar, beautiful job. That's a beautiful way to represent. Yes, sir. My next question for you, Brother Salim, is how did, and I hope, I never got the opportunity to meet his children and or his wife, but I hope they understand the impact that their husband and father have, and we send them nothing but love and positive energy, and I look forward to meeting them, inshallah, one day, to let them know that I, growing up the son of a minister and in the work and the labor, and that we have a lot in common, and on behalf of my siblings, we want to let them know that we love them, and man, we're going to keep upholding their father's name and his father's work. My sister says, beautiful, long live Muhammad. My other sister, that's Miriam. My sister Naima says, so beautiful, the true brotherhood. Excellent. My question for you, sir, is the importance of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad to you individually.
You know, you ask such great questions. Like last time I told you, I said, last time we met, I said you had the potential to be Bryant Gumbel.
Yes.
I think you do a very good job, because Bryant Gumbel is so diverse. He could interview sports. He could be in the sports arena. He could be in music. He could be pop, and I think you have that potential. I just want to say one thing that you said in the past. You just said a few seconds ago, Sister Lorraine Muhammad, the wife of Minister Hafiz Muhammad. What a believer. What a soldier. What a trooper. I mean, I speak to her maybe once every 2 weeks. And I could tell you this, that she is a lover of Islam. She is a lover of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. When I tell you about her dignity, see, we talk about Coretta Scott King.
Yeah.
We talk about Jackie Onassis and how they held their head up and with so much dignity. And I'm telling you that Sister Lorraine, her dignity, the way she has maintained her Islam, the way she, I mean, it's with so much honor. I mean, the fact that she stands so noble and refined, and she, all of the principles and all of what the sisters are taught as an MGT, she represents it in her tone, in her manner, and you will not even know that she's suffering. And the reason you don't know is because Allah is God. She has not given up on believing that there's no God but Allah who came in the person of Master Fatima. She has not turned her back on the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes,
Even
sir.
when she calls with a request, she does it with such dignity. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Salim. If it's possible, if you could arrange a ride so I could go to the airport, I have to go. And if it can't happen, please let me know with such time. I understand. And I'm like, sister, it is our duty. It is our responsibility. We have not given up on our post that we must maintain the minister and his family.
Yes,
so
sir.
we will always maintain, and I thank all of the brothers, particularly the brothers in Long Island, because they've been doing a stand-up job in helping to maintain her and the property. And Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. You asked me about the impact of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in my personal life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want a sensation. You know, I grew up, I was blessed. I've been blessed all my life. I've been blessed all my life.
Yes, sir.
I grew up, I didn't grow up in like, you know, like, no, my story's not, I can only tell you about my story.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't have 8 people in, no, I had my own bedroom. You know, so I'm talking about my story.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My mother, my father was there. They weren't absent in my life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My mother and my father work hard. I still grew up in Brooklyn, Flatbush, Brooklyn, and you know, and everything that comes with it. But my parents wanted to give me something that they didn't have. So they put all their nickels and dimes and pennies and their hard work and money and put us in private school. So I went to private school all my life. I didn't miss no dinners. Maybe I should have. Maybe I wouldn't be this big. So how I came to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was in January of 1994 while I was in college. And when I saw that documentary on PBS, The Hate That Hate Produced, and I saw one of his students, Malcolm X, Minister Malcolm X, I was blown away because I never saw someone that intelligent and that bold in my life up until that point. So when I went to my school library and I took out the autobiography of Malcolm X, I took out Roots, I took out Malcolm X Speaks. It was another book, I can't recall. But when I took those books and in 2 weeks I read those books, I was a changed person here mentally. But when I found myself, because I loved Malcolm X so much, I kept saying the same thing Malcolm would say. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, the Honorable Elijah. So I'm like, so subconsciously, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is coming in my head. You're not listening, man. So now I'm seeking the teachings out. I had an enlightener. An enlightener in the 5% is the brother that brings you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He gives you the lessons and he enlightens you to bring you along the way to the point you could become a 5%er on your own.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I was trying that jacket, but it didn't fit right. I went to other schools of knowledge. It didn't fit right. It didn't fit right. I was looking for the mosque, and everywhere I went, either I went on the wrong day or the mosque was no longer there. But when I walked into 966 Fulton Street, When I walked into that community room and Brother Hafiz was teaching, that what he was teaching on that day fit, it was a custom-made, tailor-made suit.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Listen, I had a girlfriend at the time. A pretty girlfriend. I keep telling you, I don't know what it is to have an ugly girlfriend. I don't know what that's like. I'm sorry. I've been all my life. I've been blessed.
Yes.
And when I called her, she said, "How was the mosque?" And I was telling her with such excitement how the mosque was. And as I was telling her, she said, "How did you accept to be a Muslim without considering how that would affect me?" And I said, I didn't become no Muslim. She said, "Tell me what the pastor said." No, excuse me. She said, "Tell me what the preacher said." And as I was repeating what Brother Hafiz said,
yes, sir.
"Do you believe the truth is good for you and your people? Do you believe?" I said, "Oh, accept to be a Muslim." And immediately, I started, okay, well, I'm a Muslim now, so I can't do this no more. I can't do that no more. I'm talking about that late, on that Wednesday night. And I remember coming from this club on Flatbush, I had a Guinness Stout in my hand. Don't worry about it. You don't know what that is. All praise be to Allah, you don't know what that is. But I had a Guinness Stout in my hand, and I said, oh, I'm a Muslim now. I can't drink this no more. Yes, and I looked at the Guinness Stout and I said, oh, well, this is gonna be the last time. And I drank as much as I could. It was 30 years ago. So immediately, when I say that the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, when I say that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan made me a man, I thank my mother and my father for what they did up until the age of 19. But from 19 on, it was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam that raised me. Allah is my witness. Brothers, first thing brothers told me, you got to get a job that's more dignified. I was a baggage handler. Brother Hafiz said, oh, no, sir, brother. You can't be a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad carrying bags. I said, no, brother minister, I don't carry the bags. I started to explain. He said, brother, it don't matter. That was one. Then brothers got me a better job. Then brother said, brother, you got to make a decision with that girlfriend you have. Either you're going to marry her, you're going to leave. Make a decision. That was two. Then they said, brother, you got a whole year to get out of your mother's apartment. Good God Almighty, find your own place. You can't be a man in your mother's house. I said, I'm a man in my mother's house. And brother said, if your mother knock on the door while you're in the bathroom, get out the bathroom. What you gonna do? I said, oh, wow. And the brother, my lieutenant, Brother Forrest, would monitor. You got 8 more months, brother. How we looking? You got 7 more months. You got 5. Then it was, brother, you got to get your own business. Brother, you got to get your own family. See, these measurements of accountability is what the Black man needs. See, we don't have what you call a transition, a period in our community from boy to manhood. The structure of the Nation of Islam is exactly what I needed. I needed that measurement of accountability. I needed someone to teach me to be responsible. No, you can't just be sitting around here, brother, and just listening to the word. You got to help build the kingdom of God. You got to help in one way or another. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm being shaped and developed, and I'm being managed, and I'm being mentored, and I'm being all of that. And then little by little, and brother said, chart your growth. If you're living in a single room occupancy, okay, that's fine. If that's how you are, just don't stay there. Next year, man, try to find a studio. You can't be happy riding the train forever. You man, get a hoopty. Man, brother, you got your passport? How you gonna be the maker owner of the whole planet Earth and you don't have a passport?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
See, all these little things is what helped me. So I thank my mother, I thank my father, I thank my aunts, I thank my uncles, I thank the community, I thank all of them. I couldn't be here, I could not be where I am without them. They helped shape me, they helped the foundation. And then what did they do? They turned me over to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And that's the formula. I don't care. I don't care because some people say, no. I went to this university. I went to that Yeah, I went to that too. Yeah, and I was still ignorant as hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't have a sense of love for myself and my people. It wasn't deep enough. I didn't know how to handle all of these things. I didn't know how to handle authority. I didn't know how to look at myself and take an honest assessment of myself and my deficiencies and see where I needed to go and grow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. All right.
You're teaching, brother.
No. I'm answering. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. All praises due to Allah. People show you love across the country. And we have a few more questions for our brother Salim. And thank you all for your questions and comments and the text messages that people are texting me as well. For our brother, we have a quick 60-second commercial break for all of the sponsors of the People's Podcast this month. And we're going to come back and speak to brother Salim about his business. He's a very successful businessman. And we have some questions about his business as well. Thank you very much. Hold on 1 second.
Brother Rashad Street Premiere. He has a 4K camera and a drone. He does television and film editing. Please reach out to him if you need any of those services. Sister Miriam's ABC I Love Me, children's book and coloring book, and now Spanish book. All three available on Amazon.com. Sister Naima's Stay on Point Dance Academy, LLC. She teaches ballet virtually to young girls all across the country, right here in the studios of Atlanta, Georgia. Rock Communications. If you're working on a book and you need copy, editing, project management, content development, or media relations, please reach out to Rock Communications. Student Minister Robert L. Muhammad's Conflict Mediation, squashing the beast throughout the Southwest region. He does a phenomenal job. His wife, Sister Fudia Muhammad's Giving Birth to a God and the Science of Child Rearing. Please make sure you go out and get a copy of her book as well. Fashion Gods, urban streetwear clothing for men and boys. 314-329-6009. He'll keep you dressed in the best of fashion. Brother Kenneth's Bow Tie Maker Extraordinaire. He'll ship you bow ties anywhere across the nation. Taj Hollywood's Chemistry 6 episode, a new television series out on YouTube. He's looking for actors and writers. Make sure you support him. Keep It Hood, helping others overcome depression. Also by Taj Hollywood. Brother Aaron's Elevated Places, stress management, real estate, credit, repair, and restoration. His Respect for Life Center. They do personal wellness, philosophy, emotional, and mental spiritual wellness. 229-344-1474. Dr. Henry Carter's King Henry Turkey Legs, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Brother Rashad Muhammad's COVID-19 Disinfected Cleaning Services, out of Chicago. Student Minister Sharif Muhammad's book, A Soldier in the Movement of Christ, available on adulsharif.com. And lastly, Brother Joshua Muhammad's book, Cleopatra, as well as No Father, No Excuse, both available on.
Okay, we're right back to you. There you go. Yes, sir. Okay, Salim, people are giving comments, praise be to Allah, and showing love to you all across the country. Yes, sir. My next question, sir, is there's a phrase that I grew up in the house. That's all my father, my mother was college education, training us and things like that. But my father will always say, do for self. Got to get a business, got to get a business. This is what the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is about. How important is that been to you and your business, sir? That philosophy of do for self?
Again, everything that we need, we absolutely have the wherewithal to be a full, independent nation.
Mm.
And one of the things that's not talked about enough is that when you come into the Nation of Islam, you are immediately embraced with a brotherhood and a sisterhood. I'm so thankful for the contributions of the fraternities and the sororities. I'm thankful for them. The Divine Nine, my hat goes off to them. All of the ones at Indiana that was started at Howard University, 1908, 1912. I mean, all of them, all of the Kappas, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the brotherhood that was established through Masonry, and how, you know, we had to get it wherever we could find it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And a lot of it came from because we were catching so much hell from the white man that when we came together, man, just on the principle of us being on the same frequency, same look, man, we got to establish something. And I'm thankful, and I don't take no shot against any of the, whatever it takes to get you moving forward, all praises due to Allah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But what we don't talk about enough is about that unique brotherhood in the Nation of Islam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
that
sir.
mentorship, that staff development, that professional development, that what you get in the FOI class, that inspiration, that motivation. When we talk about breathing life into people, or words of affirmation, or house of correction, or all of that is found in the parent, your accountability partner. All of that is in the FOI.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when I came into the FOI, man, these brothers are brilliant. And when I heard do for self, everybody, we do for self. You got to do something for yourself, brother. It don't matter how much you're making on the job, do something for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Steal
yes, sir.
away. Find something that you love. Find something that you're passionate about, and put your time and energy. No. And here's the thing about model behavior. When the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan decided he wanted to take his music back up,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and play the Mendelssohn Concerto, which is the most, I mean, come on now. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
really.
Yes, sir.
He didn't say, I want to play, no, he said the Mendelssohn Concerto. And all that he had to do, all of his responsibilities in the nation, his global relationship and responsibilities and everything else that he had to do, he didn't say, I'm gonna stop doing this, I'm gonna stop doing that. He said, what could I eliminate so I could continue doing all of my responsibilities?
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
he
sir.
eliminated sleep.
Mm.
So when brothers would point that out to me as an example, they say, brother, because you're in school, because you're working, still do for self. Find something that you could do. We'll make no excuses.
Yes, sir.
And even if it's about adding $100 in your pocket every week, at the end of the year, that's an extra $5,200. Can you change where you live? Can you change the kind of car you drive? Can you change traveling the world if you had an extra $5,200? See? So I was like, okay. So, brother, as I was building my business, I sold bean pies, bumper stickers, sunglasses, books, videos. I sold ICs. I sold ICs, okay? So do for self was real for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I got to a certain point where I said, man, I'm gonna jump in with no safety net. I didn't have that, when you go when you see the acrobats at the circus, they got that net. I didn't have no net. And I lost because I didn't have a net, but I jumped all the way in. It didn't happen overnight.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
went
sir.
2 years with no one calling me back. 2 years. So I lost my car. I lost my lights in my house, telephone, gas, and eventually lost my apartment. But I was determined that I was going to build something for self. I was going to do for self. And there's no, what the minister said, where there's no adversity, there's no success.
Yes, sir.
You can't get to the top without going through some stumbling blocks. You're going to have a few you're going to fail 1,000 times before you succeed.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but you got to have stick-to-itiveness. And many of us don't have stick-to-itiveness. We give up too easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I want to put a red velvet cake on the market. Try it, don't give up. Oh man, I tried 5 times, now I want to sell pound cake. Oh, you said red velvet. Keep doing the red velvet till you get it right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's what happened. And I just celebrated 25 years in business.
Oh, praise to Allah. Yes, sir.
I've had 1,000 reasons to give up. But as long as I have 1,001 reasons to keep going, I'm gonna keep on going. And that's what that meant. Faith, absolutely. But we can't have, there was a picture in the old Muhammad Speaks, there was a brother praying. And in the background, there was a clock. He was praying. Then 3 hours went by, he's still praying.
Yes, sir.
Another
yes, sir.
3 hours went by, he's still praying. And the fourth picture, there was a shovel hitting him in the head. Get up from your prayer and start working your prayer. That's what we got to do, work our prayer. You can't be lazy with it, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You teach it.
You
Yes,
can't be sleeping around all day.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Rafiz, both of my sisters said, all praises to what I teach. Brother Tony says, teach, brother, and people are showing you love all across the country. Let us know what city you all are watching from. And man, okay, so I wanted to go here. I was going to ask you before we went live. You said, no, ask me on air about the family business. And something else my father's very passionate about, getting a business. Children got to step up. And how do you, because you've been in business for so long and our father, how do you deal with that with your children?
You cannot pass a job on to your children. See, when we look at these institutions, Sheraton, the Hilton, Ford, Gucci, these are family businesses. And because they've been around for so many years, they were able to figure it out in the second or third generation. Sometimes the first generation didn't get it right. So what I'm constantly telling, I remember my son was telling me, well, I want to be in the food business. I said, well, I'm not in the food business. Well, that's what I really want to do. And I'm like, the food business. Well, what is it about the food business that you really want to do? And he was very passionate about healthy eating and giving alternatives to eating. But I'm like, but that's not what I'm into. My daughter, I want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be in the security business. It's too much this, it's too much that. But I told my daughter, but I have lawyers. I have 3 lawyers. No, go to law school. Get your law degree. But you should have in your mind that you're going to come back and be the lead counsel for my father's company I tell my goddaughter, this is your company. You need to go to school, figure it out, and see how you can make this company grow to the next level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have cousins, and all of them. I have a cousin who's a CFO, not a CFO. He's a VP for a leading financial company. And we've had conversations. When you retire, bring all that energy here. My wife, she's an educator. I'm like, so when we have staff developments, professional developments, put that education degree here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is a family business. So get all that you want. All I can tell my son is I can't figure out how we're going to make the transition from food into this company. But when you mess up, listen, when you mess up and get all that experience working with other people, And maybe you're going to learn different systems, operation systems in the food business, then you're going to bring that and transition it into this family business. Because this is a fact. So when I die, it's not if I die. Breaking news, everybody who's listening, you will die. Breaking news, I guarantee you're going to die.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
wait. Nobody should have no barbecue for you, a fish fry to pay for your funeral. All of us is gonna die, and if you're old enough to listen, you're old enough to plan your future for your next generation.
Yes, sir.
So this business can't die when I die. I want this business to be 100 years later. So right now, we have licenses in the state of New York. I have an office in New Jersey, state of New Jersey. And I plan on opening one in Connecticut and Pennsylvania. I'm going after 4 states. But my children now, they should come and say, okay, Dad, and guess what? And we're going to open one in Hawaii. And we're going to open one in Texas. And we're going to open one in Puerto Rico. And then my daughter should say, okay, you know what? I'm going to open one in Jamaica. No, that's how you do it. And Brother Joshua should say, I'm going to be the communications director for your security company.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Too. That's how I look at it.
Beautiful. All praises to Allah. Excellent. And thank you very much, Brother Salim. People are showing you love all across the country saying teach. I wanted to say I'm watching something that comes out every month called Legacy on Hulu. I don't know if you're familiar with it, about Jerry Buss and his family, about the late and his children, and how he set one son up. He owned the Sparks. The daughter run the Lakers. He sent one to Dallas. They were going to own the Cowboys. And I mean, it's just, and I said, we got to get family businesses to generate.
We got to get family businesses.
Yes, sir. Okay.
We give up. We, you know, a lot of times I say, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I really am. We don't know our numbers. See, a lot of times we fail because we don't really know our numbers. We don't study our numbers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we're not patient enough. I remember someone asked Jay-Z when he came out with that classic, one of the 5 greatest albums of all time.
Yes, sir.
The Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume 1.
Okay, let's go to Volume 1. Okay, yes, sir.
And they asked him, how long did it take for you to record that album? He said 26 years. What he was saying is all his life.
That's right. That's right.
See, man, when you got a good product, man, you know, man, do your best, study your numbers, but don't think you're gonna get paid overnight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It may take. I used to have goals for myself. I would say, man, if I could just make $35,000 a year after I pay everybody. Then I said, if I could make 45, and when I got close to 45, I moved it up. If I could just make 50,000, if I could make 70,000, if I could make 75, I kept moving the goalposts further and further away. We gotta have a 10-year plan in mind when we say we want to do a business. No mom and pop, a real business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, if you got a good lemonade, don't think, man, why I can't take this lemonade? Get it, take the lemonade, bring the chemist in, come up with the nutritional factor, get the right labels, and see if I can sell this lemonade on a wholesale level to ShopRite and Walmart and all these. Why not? If it's good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can't have the mindset, well, I'm gonna make 40 lemonades and I'm gonna come to the mosque or to the church and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna sell 40 bottles. And if Sister Pearl don't want to buy it or Brother Earl don't want to buy it, you upset. No, take it on a mass level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Facts. All praises to Allah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I want to ask you, Brother Salim, for people all across the country who we got to come to FOI class, how can people get in contact with you to get some mentorship and some advice? Greg, how can people reach out to Brother Salim? Can we get you on Facebook? Where we got to go to get some advice from you, Brother Salim?
I mean, I don't know. I'm always open for, one of the great one of the greatest joys that I have is the amount of executives that I have made from my conference room. That's what really brings me joy. To see someone come to my office, they apply for an executive position and they shy. They don't have the skill sets. They don't, but by God's grace, I give them an opportunity. And through that opportunity, they nurtured and develop. And then I see them top executive. I'm always big on, mentorship. My Instagram, S.Muhammad17. That's it. S.Muhammad17. There you go. Facebook, Salim Muhammad. My phone number, 718-555-1212. Call it. You'll realize that's a fake number.
Okay, Brother Salim, now you spoke about your wife and your children. I wanted to ask you, how important has the Most Hon Elijah Muhammad's teaching been to the success of your marriage?
The teaching is the greatest. You know when you're playing spades and you have the big A?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The big joker, excuse me. That's yes, nobody, you got that, you just waiting. That's the how. So at times, because what the minister said is real, you can't be a captain of a ship and think you always gonna go through smooth waters. You gotta prepare for those rocky waters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the great qualifier, that big joker, that when my wife and we're at an impasse and we can't get it right and we just going back and forth. And well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, so-and-so, so-and-so. Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches in this situation, this is how we should handle it. And because both of us are evenly yoked, like the Bible say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because both of us are evenly yoked. And when we hear our Father's voice, yes, sir, we have to submit. Even if I may be angry or emotional, I have to submit because she's coming with that truth card, that truth note.
Yes, sir.
See, when we got married under the name of Master Fard Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That was who, so we got married under those principles. So when you come with that principle, that is the foundation of our relationship. The teaching is the foundation of everything that we do. Can't talk. Yeah, I could talk about something I read or something I learned, but it better bear witness to the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, man, so we oh my God, proper handling of people. Different things that he may have said or he shared or the minister said or the minister shared or things that I have witnessed with my own eyes. That's model behavior.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When I see look how excited the minister is to make sure that Mother Khadijah is happy. Man, when I see that, I'm like, okay, Brother Salim, come on now, get it together. That's what we're modeling ourselves after.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
See what I'm saying? So, brother, without that, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that if you come home and your child or children disappoint you and you're emotional or angry, leave the house for 1 hour and come back. And after that hour, if you still want to discipline them, you'll be disciplining them with logic as opposed to emotions. See?
Yes, sir.
So yes, I remember one day, I was angry at my wife. And I got in my car and I said, let me drive for an hour. And I was driving for 10 minutes and I got by the 7-Eleven. And when I got out the car, I called my wife, hey, I'm at 7. And I forgot what I was angry about. I'm like, okay, yeah. See, that courtship manual, the courtship, the science of courting, the science of wooing your wife, the science of looking for the things that he tells us to look for to make sure she's a good wife. the things that he tells the sisters look for, make sure he's a good husband, his character, his workmanship. What does he do around the mosque? Look who he hangs with. So all of these things are ways that we scale, that we judge. See, so when we use those principles, we get what we get. And so without these teachings, would I even be married to my wife? Where would I have met my wife from? I'm from Brooklyn. She's from Mount Vernon. And if you know the landscape of the city, you know Mount Vernon is a different class of Black folk up there. So we may never even met, but why we met, how we met, the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Beautiful. All praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. Okay, you going in. Okay, yes, sir. We have 2 more questions for you, Brother Salim, and we'll let you go.
We'll make it short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My next question for you, sir, is I wanted to follow up with the teachings of Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, not just with the 5% nation, but the other Muslim communities, or just people in general who question our Islam. How do you handle that? Saying like, we real Muslims and we believe the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, like our point number 12, all of that. How do you defend that?
So growing up in Brooklyn as a young Muslim, it was very tense in the mid 90s, early 90s, very, very, very tense. And we had a lot of moments. We had a lot of moments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With the Bilalian community, the Sunni community, the Orthodox, quote unquote Orthodox community. And it was rough. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, his guidance, I remember him talking about one day saying that those followers are followers of Imam W.D. Muhammad, who is a son of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he said to us through time that he would get all of them back. The minister had to show us how to love. I'm being 100% honest with you. There were some moments when we had to just think, man, how would the minister feel? He had to show us how to love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He is a demonstration of love. His way may be, like he said, his way may be the long way, but it's the best way.
Yes, sir.
And I'm telling you, we had some moments. I'm telling you, we had some moments. But when I saw Imam Orfuddin Savior's Day, when I saw Imam Malik Savior's Day, when I saw Imam, what's our brother's name? Not Imam Pasha, the other Imam, right in Brooklyn. He speaks on our Ramadan prayer call, but I saw him at Savior's Day. And I would see how they were slowly turning around. And I'm like, man, the minister's way is the best way. And I'm thankful that Allah intervened in our hearts, because I can honestly say we had some moments, but we did not have a moment of bloodshed. So at the end of the day, all honor, all glory, all praise goes to Almighty God Allah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful. And on that,
but we had some moments.
Yes, sir. And on that positive and high note, Brother Cal Muhammad says, Imam Siraj Wahaj.
Imam Siraj Wahaj, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Imam Siraj Wahaj. Oh, man. Man. Sometimes we see each other. Some of the brothers that was Imam Siraj Wahaj and myself and some of the other, brothers, man, we were, a lot, in Brooklyn, and man, sometimes we see each other, man, we just smile. We just smile, and nobody in the room will know it, but we know what that smile is about.
Yes, sir.
And we're thankful to Allah. We're thankful. We're thankful.
Yes,
because,
sir.
Man, I mean, the minister's work, and when you look at how those who say that they say they love the East, they say they get their scholarship from the East, and that's and I would say, man, look at how the East recognize the minister though. Look at how your scholars, your sheikhs and ullahs and bowler sheikhs and all, look how they giving it up for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Know? So why are we set tripping? You know, like one day, I don't even want to go into that. Let's just say Allahu Akbar. And leave it right there.
Yes, sir.
And leave it right there.
I want to thank everyone who's watching, but I want to thank you, Brother Salim, of course, for your sacrifice and the sacrifice of your family. Please let them know that we salute them and honor them as well. And I wanted to thank you for rising up above emotion so that you can be here to help us with the confrontations and things that we have to deal with. And we can look and say, man, Brother Salim said, Allahu Akbar. At the end of the day, we gonna make it out, because I, drill, temperamental, you be outside in public and somebody say y'all did this, and it's good to see examples of OGs and people that we look up to who are strong and say, man, he's strong. It ain't like he couldn't have done nothing, but you were strong and you rose above emotion. So that matters to people like me, as opposed to some people I see, I'm like, you were just weak and you were scary, as opposed to like, nah, Brother Salim could have did, but he said, no, what would the minister do? So I appreciate that. I thank you, sir, for your.
And it wasn't just me. I want to be clear. It was in that time frame when the minister on the friendship tours leading up to the Million Man March, and it was a lot of animus coming from that side. And I mean, man, I just think a lot, because it was a lot of us, a lot of the brothers, man, and we were not backing down. We were not backing down. Certain things we just was not. But that's why I say that the fact that we could look back after all these years and say in truth, there was no bloodshed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Allah intervened. And Allah intervened because, man, the greater purpose. And you see the greater purpose now in how when the minister goes to Mecca, man, can you imagine if there was bloodshed? No. Allah didn't want that.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Beautiful. Yes,
last question.
Yes, sir. Okay, so my last question for you, sir, is Sean is showing love across the country. Brother Cal says, thank you, Brother Salim, all the way from Columbus, Georgia. People saying all praises to Allah. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. My sisters say praises to Allah. Everybody showing love across the country. The World Friendship Tours and things that you've seen and witnessed firsthand with the Most Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. How has that, now that we know that it's our chance to see the departure of the Most Honorable Louis Farrakhan to deal with what happened in Pride of 75, what do you want to hold on to keep your faith going, sir?
On his word.
The
minister said he was looking at a portrait of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he was saying at one point that he felt that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't leave him with anything.
That's right. That's right.
He said, but when he got his mind right with the reality of God, with the reality of the teaching, with the reality of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when all of that came real to him, he looked at that same portrait. He said, you gave us everything. See, the minister has covered so many subjects.
Yes, sir.
Some subjects he's covered 100 times. You didn't hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was reading a book, The 7 Speeches. And I was reading the book and I was getting fired up reading the book. And then I looked at one of the interviews, it said 1972. I said, good God, the minister was teaching this hard back then. Back then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back then. So whatever it is that we need, we have to rely, yes, on the reality that there is no God but Allah. And we have to be thankful to Allah that Allah shaped a man like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I'm not biased, but I'm biased.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not biased, but I am biased.
Yes, sir.
Because I was at a seminar in Puerto Rico, and they were talking about how this particular candidate checked all the boxes. He checked every box. And I was like, and I'm listening, and I'm like, well, The only man I know who check all the boxes is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you mean he checks all the boxes? Well, his family's from the Caribbean, but he was born in America. Check. He was raised in the Christendom. Check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But as growing up, he also was into Black nationalism with Marcus Messiah Garvey. Check.
Yes, sir.
He went to historically Black college. Check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He married his high school sweetheart. Check.
Yes, sir.
He's a musician. Check.
Yes, sir.
An athlete. Check.
Yes, sir.
Good God, he's handsome. Check. Well-spoken. Check.
Yes, sir.
He's loyal. Check.
Yes, sir. Yes,
He's
sir.
a Muslim follower. He was with Malcolm for many years. Check. What else do you want? You couldn't form a better leader. He checks all the boxes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He is grace. He is mercy. He is love. How many gifts does he have? He's charming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's charismatic. He's a great sense of humor. He's a fighter. Man, he checks. He's always looking for God. He's always listening for God. He sees the best sides of ourselves. He don't care about the poor part.
That's
He's
right.
always giving us an opportunity to redeem ourselves. And no matter how bad it may get, by the time you leave, you're going to leave with a smile. He checks all the boxes. He checks all the boxes. So how are we going to get through it? His words, study guides, self-improvement, pick it up. His methodology, pick it up. Look, man, let me look for, you heard what Brother Joshua did? What did Brother Joshua do? Look for the best side. Think of the best side, because that's what the minister will do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's going to think, well, maybe, did you consider this? Did you consider that? Maybe he was going through a hard day. Maybe he was responding because of this.
Yes, sir.
He's giving it. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, that's right. He checks all the boxes. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have faith in the God.
Wow.
We're going to have faith in the true, not no mystery God, in the
That's
true
right.
living God.
True and living. Yes, sir.
We don't believe in no mystery God.
Yes, sir.
We don't believe in no abracadabra God. We don't believe in no hocus pocus God. We believe in a true and living God. So that's what we're going to do. Man, come on, man. The minister has given us enough. Man, we could build, we got enough for the next 2,500 years. Talk to me, and after 2,500 years, then we got something to worry about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's just take one thing and let's build. Those that's in education, man, let's go out and build Muhammad universities in every city in America.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you need? If you got 3 people, what's your highest education? 4th grade. How about you, sister? 8th grade. How about you, brother? I only have a 9th grade education. Fine. All of the students, we open up MUI, we going up to the 9th grade. Because he's the high, and on one day a week, brother, 9th grader, you're gonna teach the other teachers so they can get to the 9th grade. See, sometimes we make things too difficult.
Yes, sir.
Put stumbling blocks in front of our own way.
That's right.
It's just education. Agriculture. Defense. Those that's in, like how you are in communication, science and technology, communication, or whatever it is, let's do it. Don't do it on its maximum. Every day, Brother Joshua, every program, listen to what I'm saying, that's it. Just listen to this one thing. Every day, try to be better.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to hit a home run, because the person who hit the most home runs most times also strike out the most. Hank Aaron also struck out the most.
Okay.
So don't try to hit a home run all the time. But if you could be consistent, you know what, man, give me the ball 3 yards. Okay. Okay, 2 yards. Okay, let's go for another one. 3 yards. Man, as long as we keep pushing for the 100 yards, just get to that finish line. That's all. Don't go back. Don't go back. Take your program and say, you know what, every day, man, how many people tuned in? Okay, 500. How many subscribers we have? 500. Next week, I want 600. Next week, because one of the things I noticed about you, Brother Joshua, your content, you used to give a lot of content.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm like, I don't see his content as much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I was listening to this, I forget his name. I don't want to say this white boy, but this white boy. And he said, man, he put out 7 things a day. And he said most of the time he does it while he's in the bathroom. So you should always have a goal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You could be the next Brian Gumbel if you want to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's close with music. I know you got your music question. So what's your music question?
Okay, yes, sir. So I know how you feel about Sean Carter, Jay-Z himself, Volume 1. But what's your favorite Jay-Z album, sir?
Hold on. Yeah. Wait, my favorite hip-hop artist of all time is Biggie Smalls.
Oh, it's Biggie. Okay, well, he got 2. 2.5, like 2. Yeah, he got 2, so I can't use them.
Yeah, that's okay, because you could have 10 watches, right? You could have 10 Seikos, 10 Timex watches, and I could have 1 Rolex. Who got a better watch collection?
Yes, sir, you do.
The person, okay. So Biggie got about 50 songs, and I would say maybe 35 of them are classics. Okay, it's fine. So my top 5, and I said this before, Biggie Smalls.
Yes, sir.
Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Jay-Z. What all 3 of them have in common so far?
Brooklyn.
They all from Brooklyn. Okay, just make sure. Oh God. And the other 2 could change, but those 3 right there are really my favorite. So Reasonable Doubt is the album is hot. Dead Presidents is, I mean, Sean Carter got so many.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
The 444 album was I thought it was crazy. The Black Album. The Black Album was crazy. I was in concert when with the Jay-Z and I've seen Jay-Z in concert, I don't know, 10 times maybe. I was in concert that infamous day with the R. Kelly and Jay-Z thing. And I was in there when they came out with the Best of Both Worlds, and I was also there when that whole drama happened. So I've been blessed all my life. I've been blessed. I have been blessed all my life. So yeah. So, and we got some good ones coming out. I think Joey Bad, blah, blah, blah. I think he's very talented.
What about Fabio? You like Fabio for it? Like, you feel like Fabio? I know.
No, don't go too far. Let's stick right there. We ain't going to, we're not going too far. I just can't, Puffy said something last week, which I think is real.
I saw it.
You saw it, right?
Yeah,
Come on. See, everybody got a sound. Atlanta has a sound. Houston have a sound. LA have a sound and a style. Not only a sound, but a style.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, let's get back to each region or each area being the best versions of themselves. So if I see a hot sound coming from Chicago, I shouldn't try to emulate that same sound. No, be real to where you're from. I think Nicki Minaj don't get enough respect. I think she's really, really dope. She's explicit, but she's really, really dope.
I love it.
So yeah, we could go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. And thank you. And so many people are showing you love. And everybody saying Brooklyn is in the house, in NYC, New York, boom, boom. Thank you all for showing love. This is Joshua Muhammad signing off of the People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam. May Allah continue to bless you.
Yes, sir. You as well. Thank everyone for watching.
Assalamu